This is Big Podcast.
All right, what a day. Dolly Parton has left the building. Is that even nice to say? I think she'd get a kick out of that. I've got a special relationship with Dolly Parton. Maybe it's one way. Because she was the one guest that I wanted to interview for 20 years. It finally happened. I did that just a couple of years ago and almost happened twice. I've talked about both of those things. If you go to bigpodcast.com and search Dolly Parton, you will find me talking about both of those things. That second one was about 2 months ago. Canceled, and now you know why. We've known about this for a minute. It's still shocking, though. It's Big Podcast Playbook. Build your podcast, grow your audience. That's what we are doing here. Again, bigpodcast.com. That is the website. And I want to talk about this, not so much regarding Dolly, but Dolly is a great example of this happening. And that is what happens when you've got a big event and you want to get in on that conversation, the conversation that everybody is having. Let's start first with the advantage that you've got as an independent podcaster. You got speed, man. You got quick turnaround. That is the advantage of being small. If you have a big company, not so much. With that said, I've been working with a big company, SiriusXM, and I'm going to talk to you about what SiriusXM has done, because this has been nothing short of miraculous. Let me go back to the day Dolly died. I get a text. I'm producing a show for SiriusXM. I am not in the studio, but I immediately go to the host with a message. Just send a text. Hey, just let you know, in case you don't already know, Dolly is passed. Oh my gosh, yeah, we got to cover this. And he mentioned it in a 3-hour block, probably, 6 times. Top and bottom of every hour. There's bumper music coming in and out of it. I mean, a lot of Dolly was played, a lot of callers calling in, talking about stories of Dolly. And that was the day of. That was within a couple of hours. Other stations at SiriusXM doing the same thing. Got a friend of mine who's a jock producer for the country station. Immediately phones go live and all they do is take calls from people who love Dolly, have been affected by her music. They want to talk about it. They're processing something. I don't know how else to say it. Dolly Parton was one of those few artists where it seems like everybody loves her. It's like Willie Nelson. I can't think of many artists that would get this level of attention. And I realize there are a lot of artists right now that are arguably bigger than Dolly Parton as far as right now being hot, but you're talking about 60 years in the business, movies, endorsements. She just opened up a truck stop in Tennessee not 2 months ago. That was one of the reasons that I was working with her to try to get that. 4 big media outlets, and I was one of them. Isn't that crazy? But that's what happens when you've got connection and you've got that specific audience. Entertainment Tonight, People Magazine, Entertainment Weekly, and me. Not bad company. Another advantage you have of being small and focused. Speaking of focus, let me get back to it. Immediately, the phones go live on not just one SiriusXM station, but multiple stations. They are collecting content. Behind the scenes, there's a programmer. They get a new Dolly tribute station, a dedicated stream all about Dolly with Dolly content, and some of the content these other jocks and other producers are collecting within 6 hours. A brand new radio station from scratch, 24 hours a day, celebrating the life of Dolly Parton. Outside of radio, that night, Empire State Building, pink. Bridge in Nashville, pink. Nashville Courthouse, pink. This is a very big deal in Nashville. I'm down the street from Dolly's compound. Flowers there. There's a vigil. Her hotel, downtown Nashville, flowers there. There are people at these places talking to each other, talking about how they're feeling, talking to the media. I was down on Broadway in Nashville, Tennessee, if you're familiar with that today, getting content myself, man on the street stuff. Hey, what do you think about Dolly's passing? What did Dolly mean to you? I see a TV crew. I'm talking to them. Fox News is down there. That's who it was. And they are doing 24 broadcasts per day. They're going every 30 minutes. Hey, here's what's going on in Broadway, Nashville. It is that big of a deal. The Tennessee Performing Arts Center, when I go down there this morning, because I'm down there at 5 a.m., lights are off. The thing is lit up pink. It says, "We will always love you, Dolly." All the signs are pink. And all this stuff, it's content to get you in the conversation. And forget Dolly for a minute. Not to take away from her, but this could be any big event in your niche. There's all sorts of content that you can get. There's video, man on the street, photos, the content that you're doing. There's calls, voicemails, letters. Anytime there's a big conversation taking place, you can be part of that. And in addition, this is why I bring up SiriusXM. They have multiple stations going out and getting this stuff, and everybody's coordinating. So you've got the country station with the rock station. She just got in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. With the trucking station, truckers love her. With any of the political stations, talking about literacy or some of the causes that she championed. You have that kind of thing in your niche. And if you are not coordinating with other people in your niche, in your market, when one of these big conversations is being had, and swapping out content, hey, I got this photo. Hey, I got this man on the street interview. Hey, I got this voicemail. You are missing an opportunity to be bigger than you are and participate in that big conversation. It's not you what I would call newsjacking. That's when there's some momentum and you get some attention off of it. Yeah, there's that. This is you providing content and a platform for people who are already having that conversation and want you to be part of it because you are part of that community. Take advantage of your small size, your specific niche and focus, your ability to do something quickly. Related to this, I mentioned Fox, I mentioned SiriusXM. Any big network is really a bunch of affiliates. So you've got local stations like here in Nashville that can go out to the entire Fox network. You got different channels on SiriusXM. They're each operating independently. They can pull stuff together. You can pull stuff together. So think about that. Small gives you the speed. Big and those connections give you the reach. Those two things combined, that's going to make you really powerful. It's going to give your existing audience something to participate in and give people who are already having that conversation outside of your podcast a place to go. Consider it. I'm at bigpodcast.com. If you want to go there, I'm doing this stuff all the time. I'm doing these lo-fi podcasts. That's what this is. This is just me in my office talking into a Shure SM57 mic, going into a Focusrite Vocaster 1. Not fancy. That's what we're talking about. Join into the conversation quickly. If you want more podcasts like this, more polished podcasts, all of them about growing your podcast, building your audience. It's called Big Podcast Playbook. You can search for it, or the easy way, bigpodcast.com/subscribe. We've got 3 buttons there. Boom, boom, boom. Pick one. You'll find them at bigpodcast.com/subscribe. Pick the one you want, and I will see you in your feed or in your podcast player. Thanks for subscribing, and I will see you soon.